Welcome back to Popcorn and Beers. We've got your butter on top. I know what you did last summer. A shot of nostalgia right into your arm. And of course, our drunk classic, Adventureland. Let's go. Welcome to your favorite hotel's concierge's favorite movie podcast. This is Popcorn and Beers, where some use tomatoes and others use thumbs. We use the stuff that gets you drunk. Now, audience, I've got to be completely honest with you. We were last week. I'm still in this hotel, so I still don't have beer with me because I've got to drive back home. Every time we do the show, I've got to get back in the car and drive back home. And we don't promote drinking and driving on this show. So we will bring back the ambiance of the beer popping into the microphone here. Hopefully next week. That is our goal. But for right now, we're going to talk about, like I said in the intro, a shot of nostalgia. I know what you did last summer. Bringing back all of the original cast. Yes, all of the original cast. So if you've seen the original movie, you might be asking how that's possible. So Jordan, no spoilers, but what'd you think?
Well, if you remember what we did, 20 years ago? I don't think this was a movie that needed a sequel.
Yeah.
At all. This was not a good horror movie. Like, it was 90s.
It was not
it
a
was
horror
very,
movie.
very yeah, it was just ridiculous. It was a movie. It was a vehicle just to get a bunch of beautiful young adult actors together.
Bad actors.
I mean, yeah, but come on, gorgeous. All of them.
It was really bad acting, though. It was like in Milo. Milo was the worst.
No.
actor.
I'm talking about the original right now.
Oh, I shall not disparage them. I was 8. No, 1997. So I was 9.
Yeah. All of them, though. Freddie Prinze, Ryan Phillippe, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jennifer Love Hewitt, just beautiful people all around.
But they were actual like names when this movie came out. The new actors and actresses in this one, and I've got a funny note based on the intro to this film, but the new actors in this one are relatively like nobodies.
Yeah. We do, I believe this isn't a spoiler or nothing, but like we do get the cameos of the original characters, besides Ryan Phillippe. Is this what our parents thought of, like, when they watched our scary movies back in the 90s? Like, when I watched this, I was like, wow, this is really stupid. How can people like this? Blah, blah, blah. But then, like, I thought about it a little bit more. It's like, back then, all this, like, gore and, like, the hardcore slashers and, he's hooking people and stuff. Like, that stuff was scary and kind of...
People sound like he's going out and picking up people on the street corner.
Oh,
he's hooking people.
Yeah, this villain is practically doing that, though. He's I'll get to that. So he's killing people, and it's like that was kind of new back then. Like that was like parents were like, it was outrage a little bit. It was like, oh my god, that's I don't want to see all that.
The Long John Silver's murderer.
Yeah, now we're kind of that's the norm. Like we're all pretty numb to that. So it's just like it's not adding anything. It's just like cheesy and it's not fresh. It's the why is the girl there's a part where somebody is giving a monologue towards the end of the movie, right? And why is that person talking so fast? I could not understand a single part of them explaining their motivations.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Like, it was as if they were like, we really need to get this movie down under like a minute 45. And so they, in production...
An hour 45.
Yeah, an hour 40. Yeah, no, it could have been a minute and 40, but that would have been fine. They could have, and in production, they hit fast forward. Like, okay, let's speed up this. Like, this sucks.
No, not fast forward. When you do the podcast, he could do like 2 times speed.
Yeah.
Like maybe they edited her to 2 times speed.
Exactly. Yeah. And the facial expression, the acting, like you said, the acting was just so bad. The writing was so bad.
Milo was borderline unwatchable for me.
Yeah.
Borderline, like every time he was on the screen and I just feel, and I'm just like, dude, I can't.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't have you state what you're emoting while you're
What
trying
about
to emote it.
he has to go to the car and pump himself up? Like, come on, man, you're a big boy. She wants you to punish her. You just choke her a little bit. Like, it was ridiculous.
That was his only shining moment outside. But yeah, like, and it is again all beautiful people. Let me just tell the world, you don't have to look like that. That is not a healthy body, and these people are on an unusual amounts of steroids. So you don't have to look like that. Not everyone in your life looks like that. Not everyone in your life will look like that. Don't aim to look like that, but aim to act better than that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, the Freddie Prinze Jr. has aged. He's aged quite a bit, and he's a little rusty. He's got some acting cobwebs going. Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's Jennifer Love Hewitt.
People
Uh,
liked her. People liked her. I've been reading reviews outside of ours, and people
yeah,
enjoyed Jennifer Love Hewitt. People say that she was on it.
she was okay. I mean, she was better than Freddie, that's for sure. He was pretty bad in this. But
He was going
hey,
for it.
yeah, yeah. Maybe it's like his co-stars, like everything was so not good that him really going for it seemed like he was maybe trying to like overacting, maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
maybe
Like
like just really pouring it on.
yeah. Oh man. And then how about that ending, man? Just terrible. Divas are up. Should we go kill her? Like, what was that? That was hilarious. The
It
audience,
was
this is one of those movies where throughout the whole movie, the audience, you could hear them groaning and like and cracking up at just times where something funny wasn't happening. Like,
yeah,
it was a bad, funny, scary movie.
it was made for Gen Z.
Oh,
This
yeah,
one was made for Gen Z.
absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
So I give this a popcorn.
there's a random sex scene right in the middle, right? And
Mm.
Jordan, thank you. Jordan,
Yeah,
get a popcorn if you
I
didn't
give it
hear
a
it.
popcorn.
I
Yeah.
talk over him like a bad host, but the random sex scene was so out of place in the movie. And granted, it introduces a character that will play a role later on, but I was just like, what is, she's just like, I have lost all control. How do we show it? Make
Yeah.
her a bisexual. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like what? Like that means nothing. People can be sane and be bisexual. It's totally fine. Like but if you were watching the film and you're like, she has to have lost it. She can't have talked to her friends. How do we really signify that this woman is over the edge? She's lost it. Bisexual.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yep.
Like,
Mhm.
what are we doing here?
Yeah. Not all the way though.
Not all the way, exactly.
Not all the way.
Now, if you're paying attention to the opening credits, this film was produced by a company called Original Films. And it did it twice. It said original films. And then you get the title, I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I
Yeah.
found that funny.
Yeah.
Like,
That did strike me as well. Yeah.
it's like a sense of irony. Maybe space it out a little bit, but that made me laugh. Original films, and then you get that right at the beginning. How creepy looking was the police chief? The actor that played
Yeah.
the police, he looked like a murderer in every other film you've ever watched. The police chief did, and there's a pastor character that, man, they really want you to believe that this person is touching people.
Oh yeah. He's a creep.
And it's a cult atmosphere when they introduce that character. It's not like a church like safety atmosphere. It's like culty because you meet like one of the characters from the beginning of the movie, and she's back, and she is not the character you met at the beginning of the movie. Super weird, super awkward. And maybe it's them trying to like mislead the audience. They tried to do that a lot and it just didn't work. Like a lot of the misleading. The only thing I thought was solved, it was tied up in a nice bow, which was like, this character, I don't know if this fits this character. And then they tied that up. So that was good. It was
Yeah.
nice to have that tied up. So if you want it tied up, you'll get that. You'll get some closure here, and you'll get more nostalgia than you think if you just stay for the end credit scene. If you stay, there's only one. If you stay for the end credit scene, it's not really an end credit scene. I guess it's like a mid credit scene. So audience, stay tuned for that post credit scene, unlike Jordan, because there will be a sequel coming of this film. It's doing well. It's doing well. It's capturing the heart of many. Perhaps it's that Superman lull. Like, what do you do after you've seen Superman? After the whole world's seen Superman, you go for some comedic relief, some nostalgia. But I'm with Jordan. Even though it's doing well, The bad acting's really hard for me to get over.
Yeah.
It's not super relatable. I
It's gonna
not
be
only
called.
is the go ahead.
It's gonna be called After 25 Years. I still know what you did last summer.
And I still hate you. I hate you. um, but it goes borderline unrelatable already because I'm not like a teenage kid. And then and they're college people that have graduated from college and going on to great careers that are acting like teenagers, to be clear, like in the film,
Yeah.
which is confusing. But the other part that I found super unrelatable, Jordan, was that they're all incredibly wealthy. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it was I know what you did last summer, 90210 edition. Like it was like, why are they all so rich? Like everything, every single person is super rich. Like you can't tell me the mayor of some little beach vacation town, Southport, has a crazy insane mansion like he's Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Okay, like it's a lot to take in, and I just couldn't relate to it. That's what I can say. I laughed where I shouldn't have. Like Josh always says, if a horror movie sucks, turn it into a comedy, right? That's his line. It's true. Like it just became funny. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is so stupid. Like in a
Yeah.
lot of places.
How about the way that they spun the main, incident, the conflict? If you remember the original, the kids are partying and they hit a guy on the road.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of expecting that, and they play on that, and then they changed it a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was an all right twist.
Yeah, no, I was actually, I thought that was good. Like that's when I was like, okay, the acting's rough, but that was actually a good twist. Like maybe the
No,
writing's going to be good. Maybe the direction's going to be good. It wasn't.
no, no.
So for me, I'm with Jordan in the camp of a popcorn. However, I've said this now 16 times. If you're feeling nostalgic, go see it. It's
No.
we're rating it a popcorn, but it has its elements of fun. That's what I will say. Some of the deaths are outlandish and interesting and funny. You get just enough douchebag. You get just enough hot teenager angst. You get just enough of the Skinomax type stuff that goes on in all these horror films to keep you in the theater. I did have two walkouts. Two people walked out in the middle of this movie in my theater. But a popcorn for me. That's
Yeah.
what we'll leave it at. I did Adventureland as my drunk classic.
Yes, you did.
I think that this movie, I went and saw this by myself. I had just gotten back from leave, so vacation, and I had like 3 days left or something. And I was like, what am I going to do with 3 days? I'm going to go to the movies by myself. I've always been that person. This isn't a new phenomenon for me. I don't mind going to the movies by myself. I find it a relaxing experience, just chill in the movie theater. This
Yeah.
is even before, cell phones. So I
Hmm.
was in this theater by myself, back row, just chilling watching this movie. And I was never a character in this film, to be fair. Like I didn't find it fairly relatable. However, that pursuit of growth, that pursuit of what could be, I found interesting. The pursuit of love, if you will, in this film, like searching for love above everything else, like above sexual intimacy, above I don't know, being young and enjoying being young, just that search for love. I found that fascinating. So I wanted to revisit it. And I think I've seen the end of this again in like half of it in a hotel because it was on the hotel, so I just left it on. And then this is my first time since I saw it in the movie theater watching it all the way through. And it was a good flick. It's still a good flick, and there's a lot of conflict in it that's real life conflict. The and really early, uh why does it always have to be the woman that we shame content here like that I found that interesting. I didn't even think about that when
Well,
I was
nobody's gonna
recommending this,
believe.
but that happens in this where you get a scene where he's like, why is it always the woman's fault? Why don't we blame the man is at fault too? Like it doesn't just have to be her
That's
fault because
true.
she did this. It could be his fault because he had responsibilities and he had I'm trying not to spoil a movie that's 14 years old. I because he had responsibilities. He should be more mature. It could be his fault too. It doesn't just have to be this woman being a homewrecker. I found that interesting and
That's good.
fascinating. Jordan, what do you think of Lisa P?
Lisa P is pretty, but she is not the movie bombshell that they make her out to be in this.
Of the town, though? I think she is
Yeah,
of the town. Like, what is it? What do people say? Uh, I guess they were portraying like a suburb of Pittsburgh, I believe. So
yeah,
perhaps that suburb 10, but an LA like 7 or something.
yeah. Some, yeah, exactly.
But for
Yeah.
me, like, I thought that storyline was fascinating because when you're young and he goes to the wrong person for advice and you take that bad advice, like that will play a role in how you react to something. And I
Yeah.
also learned, Jordan, don't ever let somebody win a giant ass panda. Don't
Yeah.
ever let somebody win a giant ass panda.
Yeah.
Bill
They'll fire
Hader,
you.
Bill Hader and Kirsten Wiig steal the movie every time they're in it. Like those two, and they have great chemistry. They steal it every single time.
Yeah.
um,
Especially Bill Hader, man. He was off the hook in this movie. He was hilarious. Every single line. Well, I mean, Kristen Wiig too, but she was limited. But
yeah,
Bill Hader, just, man, he took over.
you don't know what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
When he's the scene where he's talking to Ryan Reynolds' character about how he's a one woman man and he's checking out one of his employees and
Yeah.
I love the days when she stays home. That was so funny. I
Yeah.
love the days when she stays home and he's just staring at the female character out of the window. Like that was funny. Like all of the drug humor was good. The drunk humor, the standing up for your friends. Like be the person that stands up for your friend. Like be the odd person out, but stand up for somebody.
Yeah.
That was an interesting aspect to the movie as well. I love the scene where he's just starting to uh, introduce himself to what would be his love interest in this film, and his cousin comes and punches him in the dick. He
Frigo?
goes, "What was that?" And he goes, "Just my life."
Yeah.
So that was funny too. It is. It's like a story of sexual conquest. Like I said, a coming of age. You get classic Kirsten Stewart face in this movie, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you 100% get that Kirsten Stewart face that made her famous. And
It's
for me,
Kristen Stewart and Kristen Wiig, not Kirsten.
sorry.
Okay.
For me, I'm gonna give it a popcorn one, but a lot of it's a lot of themes. There's a lot of themes in this movie to play with. There's a lot of characters. A lot of the characters are very well fleshed out. The characters you're supposed to care about, standing up for people, hiding things when they need to be hidden, saying things when they need to be said. I thought the movie did a great job of that. So it's a popcorn one for me.
Yeah. Working at it, I saw this in theaters. I don't know why, what appealed to me about this when I saw the trailer, but yeah. When did this come out? Let me see. I just looked this up. This was
2009.
2009. Okay, yeah. So it was like middle school. So, captures some angst about like that kind of stuff, finding relationships and all that. Working at a theme park always seemed awesome. It was like my dream job in like middle school. It's like, oh my God, I want to work at like Great America or something.
Yeah.
It's probably like this. It's like this, party afterward and all this kind of thing. Kind of like Waiting, like how they all get together after having that partying. Like, you're just like, oh man, that seems awesome.
Right. Two Ryan Reynolds flicks.
Yeah. Kristen Stewart and Jesse Eisenberg, King of the Beta Boys, have to
Yeah.
be the most bland pairing. Okay. And it's weird. They're weirdly paired again in the movie American Ultra
Yeah.
soon after. So they were just kind of like, yeah, they were the hot pair back then.
I think maybe whoever was watching or casting these movies felt like they just had good chemistry together. And hard to argue with. They
Yeah.
have good chemistry in this movie. Their scenes, their dialogue between one another and their scenes are believable.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like you said, Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader, they kill it. They steal every scene that they're in. Another character that is awesome in this is Martin Starr as Joel. Joel is hilarious. His dialogue is just so funny. He's so dry. He's hilarious. In other movies,
I
he's
feel
one of the guys that's in the like Knocked Up kind of
she's
troop
just not that
universe.
into you.
Yeah, yeah. And he's always got kind of that same character he plays, but he's hilarious.
I feel bad for him in this, though. You feel bad for him in this. Like,
Yeah.
he longs to be the person that is sought after. His character does. He wants to be Jesse Eisenberg's character, and he never gets to be that. And he gets that one night, that one shot, and she's so mean to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice pipe, douchebag. So they tell him. That's hilarious. A lot of the kind of sub dialogue that's going on, a lot of the kind of stuff that's not key to moving the plot or anything is like hilarious. You really got to pay attention to just every little nuance of every line. A lot of the details, the background stuff, the fashion and stuff. I'm Frigo Capiche. He's wearing a shirt to the party that says I'm Frigo Capiche.
Yes, yeah.
Uh, I remember hearing the Rock Me Amadeus thing, and I thought that was so funny. I used to walk around going, Amadeus, Amadeus,
Yeah,
Amadeus, Amadeus.
yeah. I forgot that he mentions it too, and then he's like, "How many
Yeah.
goddamn times are they gonna play this song?"
It's psychological torture.
Yeah, they're
And
sadists.
I've seen this movie a few times, and I feel like I never saw that ending where they actually, I'm going to spoil it here, they actually get together at the end. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
didn't know
loses his
that
V card.
watching. Yeah, when I watched this, I was like, oh, all right, well, that's a better ending than I remember because I don't remember the ending at all. I don't think I saw it.
Maybe you thought it was
Uh,
like a Goodwill Hunting ending where he just goes after the girl.
yeah, where he just goes to New York and kind of just starts
Mhm.
his own way. I thought that was the ending.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna follow your popcorn and one with the popcorn and one as well.
Yeah, not bad. Let's get into Jordan what you were watching because you went on a children's watch along spree. Were you babysitting this week?
I was babysitting. I had some
Okay.
adventures in babysitting this
Okay.
weekend. It's not the movie I watched, but so I watched James and the Giant Peach.
James
Okay,
and the Giant Peach.
classic.
A
I believe this is a
classic.
yes, this is a Tim Burton movie. I believe it. Yeah, no, it's definitely
Hmm.
a Tim Burton movie
It
because
is.
you get a Jack Skellington as a pirate that's at the bottom of the ocean
Mhm.
cameo.
I'm a fan
It's
of
a
the cricket
short.
myself.
Yes, the cricket. I was a fan of the worm. Was my
Okay.
favorite character. It's a short movie. It's a little bit over an hour, like hour and 15 minutes, just about. It's unsettling. Very as Tim Burton movies are, especially back then in his early days.
Hmm.
It's a weirdly animated, weird. Just all the characters, everything is just very kind of ominous, unsettling. The
That claymation
rhinoceros.
style is it lends to having some like creepiness to it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Coraline. I don't believe was Coraline a Tim Burton movie.
No,
No, I don't
but
think so. But yeah,
no,
in
but
that
it
vein.
has that claymation aspect to it. Even
Yeah,
Wallace and Gromit, which is a
yeah,
comedy, has like a weird, like it's just weird. Claymation is
yeah,
just weird.
yeah. The rhinoceros cloud. Okay, that was something that even as a kid always confused me.
Hmm.
That comes for him, and in the book. This is one of those things. Roald Dahl's books transformed to movies often don't translate.
Hmm.
Besides Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and even at that, the book was or the movie. No, even then, yeah, the book was better than the movie for Charlie and the
Yeah, but
Chocolate
the books
Factory.
are also more consequential. The
Yeah,
consequences are
dark.
more serious. Yeah.
Yeah. Because in the book, an actual rhinoceros escapes from the zoo and kills his parents. So this one, they made it more of like a metaphor for like his fear and whatever. But it's not explained at all. Like that is not dived into at all, and it just doesn't really make sense.
Hmm.
Ant Sponge and Spiker are horrifying. The two ants that wreck his life. They're so scary, especially the
Very much in the
slender.
vein of Tim Burton.
Yeah, the slender kind of ant. I don't know which one. I think she's Spiker. She is she's frightening. She is like horror movie frightening. Susan Sarandon and Richard Dreyfuss are voices of some of the animated bugs.
Hmm.
His
Richard
partners.
Dreyfuss is the cricket, right?
I believe so. Yes, and Susan
Yeah.
Sarandon is the spider.
Hmm.
Yeah. Great voice acting jobs all around. The singing,
Ahead of
they're
its time.
singing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Very. It's good. The singing, there's some singing in it, but not too much. I think there's only like a few songs, and they're not bad. Just the boy who plays James cannot sing.
Hmm.
He's got a very monotone, weird voice. Uh, the ending, I thought I was definitely this was a solid popcorn and two, but
Hmm.
the ending where the bugs appear in the middle of New York City on this giant peach and all this stuff, and there's no way that they would just be like, woo, throwing confetti in the air and like, yay,
Yeah.
let's eat this peach that just flew across. Like what? That
Yeah.
dropped it for me down to a popcorn and one. This is a popcorn and one movie.
Popcorn in one. I mean, it's a fantasy. So you got to go with that. I mean, it's going to do those things, those weird things. It's going to have those quirks to it that you have to suspend disbelief, right, for a little while. Uh, I I haven't seen this movie probably since I was a teenager. Was the last time I watched this movie, so it's good to revisit some of these classics. But yeah, I remember everything you're talking about, but I do remember it being super dark.
Yeah, yeah, it's creepy.
What was
An-
next on the babysitting agenda?
Another dark animated film, The Brave Little Toaster. Okay,
This got a sequel.
it did, huh? Yeah, I
Hmm.
do remember a
Brave Little
sequel. Yeah.
Toaster Goes to Mars.
Oh God. Oh, John. So our voices are we have John Lovitz, Phil Hartman, and Timothy Stack are just some of the actors that do voices in this. This was a movie that I remember as a kid. I did not like.
Hmm.
I was like, I don't like this movie, and so I kind of put it on my babysitting movie watch list as like a way to like for me to be like watch it and say, why didn't I like this movie? You know,
Hmm.
I wanted to
Revisit it.
yeah. I wanted to see like what was it about it I didn't like, and I totally remember right away. This is a really, it's a bummer of a movie, like for kids too, especially like
It
it's
missed
just
me. Ariel, my little sister watched a lot of the Brave Little Toaster. It missed me. It was just outside of my age group.
yeah, it's appliances, and then for some reason a blanket with like a face. There's a blanket with a face.
Are you sure it's on a Pixar? It's
No,
not. It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's not. It's not. I'm being sarcastic.
yeah. It's like a vacuum and a toaster and a lamp and a radio and
Hmm.
a blanket. And they miss their what they call master, right? This little boy leaves.
Hmm.
I don't think they ever explain it. And they're out to find him again. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, there's a fat guy in a monster truck at some point in this movie that saves them from quicksand. Okay.
Okay.
Very 90s. Okay. That fear of quicksand. Or this was
Everywhere.
80s. Was this the 90s or was it 80s? I think maybe
This
early
is
90s.
90s. This is
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah. Very 90s. You know, that fear of quicksand is everywhere, you know, just in a forest outside of
Right
whatever
outside your house,
city.
right in your backyard.
Yeah, exactly. There's quicksand, right? A dream sequence with a clown devil, right? This was like animated films were really like, they always had to
Ooh,
throw some weird,
I was wrong. It
what?
was 80s.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
this is
so.
before Toy Story. This is 1987.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
believe it.
way. There's no way. There's no way.
Way. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Dream sequence with the clown devil, really scary. Like I said, it's creepy. It's a bummer throughout. There's a reel to reel that talks, and it has boobs. Like clearly, the reels on the reel
Hmm.
to reel are supposed to be its boobs, and it's like adjusting them and stuff. It's like, what is this? It tackles the one thing that it does do that was like an interesting take was there's a
Hmm.
song where they kind of tackle consumerism, like they're close to being found by their master, and
Ooh,
they're
ahead of
in
its
a
time.
yeah, they're in this like appliance store, and all the new appliances are like keep buying, or something like that, like out with the old, in with the new, blah 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 blah. You know,
Jesus.
yeah, it was good. It was good. I was like, wow, that's ahead of its time for sure. But this movie was terrible. It's so wandering. It's so
Okay.
wandering. It's just weird. It has an odd tone for kids. I could feel like they didn't want to admit it. My god kids that I was watching, they didn't want to admit it because of their stubbornness.
Hmm.
But I could feel their disinterest in this movie. And at the end, kind of the like, what the heck did we just watch kind of attitude. So this was a popcorn.
It doesn't even look like it has great animation. I'm looking at it
No,
and I'm like, ugh,
very flat. It's terrible.
looks looks rough. It looks like remember when you'd stay up late and you'd get Cartoon Network and you'd get those Cartoon Network like 70s and 80s cartoons? Like that's kind of
Yep.
what it looks like. It does. I love those cartoons too. I miss Space Ghost. You can miss me with Space Ghost wasn't good. Space Ghost is great. Give us one more.
One more. All right. So this was the last kind of. Oh, actually, no, it's not. This was an old one though. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Okay.
Classic
So
killer.
when I got word that Rick Moranis is returning to acting from a long hiatus to be in Spaceballs 2 as his character Dark Helmet.
Yeah, yeah. It appears your Schwartz is longer than mine.
Yeah. He will be back. They are making a Spaceballs 2 for anybody who's been slightly under a rock. Okay. Mel
Yeah.
Brooks, 90 something years old, will return as Yogurt. Okay. But I got excited and I was
Who
like,
was it?
oh,
John Candy? Who was the dog?
John Candy.
It
Yeah.
was
So they're gonna
John
have to.
Candy. What are
Yeah,
they
it
gonna
was.
do?
I know they're gonna have to figure something out.
All right.
Probably like Paul Walter Hauser. I could see like maybe, you know,
Somebody in that vein.
yeah. Who
Okay.
is Stingray from the Cobra Kai
I
movies? You're not
love
sure who
him.
that is. Yeah,
I
he's
love. Have you
hilarious.
seen Richard Jewell?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
fantastic movie. Yeah,
he's great.
he's great.
Or I, Tonya, his character I,
Yep.
Tonya. He's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a spot. There's definitely a spot for him in Hollywood that he kills every time he's in.
Yep.
Um. So yeah, Rick Moranis. When I heard about that, I was like, oh man, I want to watch a Rick Moranis movie. And besides Ghostbusters, which is one of my favorite movies of all time,
Hmm.
it's up there in my top 10. I was like, I haven't seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in a long time. I remember as a
Hmm.
kid not really liking it. It was one of those VHSs that collected dust on my shelf.
I was a Honey I Blew Up the Baby guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Honey I Blew Up the Baby. Like I didn't. I thought that was the first one. I'm so young at this time. Like I didn't know there was a Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Like that
Yeah.
came later in life. I knew Honey We Blew Up the Baby and Honey We Shrunk Ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, why is he trying to shrink stuff? Like, when you think about it yourself, you're like, you could think of the applications for it, but he does not explain his motivations for trying to shrink stuff
Yeah.
at all. At all in the movie. He's just like a nutty professor. Like he just does things just to do them, just to build funky contraptions, like and be quirky, you know?
Especially if you can't enlarge it again.
Right. Yeah, no.
Hmm.
He doesn't even know how he shrunk it. He doesn't
Hmm.
know how his device works, his own device.
Hmm.
So,
How his
but no,
invention works.
yeah, he figures it out really fast though.
Hmm.
When he needs to, he figures it out quickly. It's cool how they depict everything from the shrunken perspective, like the grass and the bugs and the dirt and rocks and just everything.
Hmm.
That was really cool. But there is some really bad kind of CGI stuff, like them flying around on the bee, and it's just like a wall that's
Most
moving.
of it would be
Like,
practical, right? Most of it would be practical effects
yeah,
back then when this movie was made.
yeah. It was like a real set and all that stuff that it looked like that they made. Yeah, it was that was fun. This looked
Hmm.
like it was a blast to film for the kids. There, there's like a little dirt mud slide that they're going down into the water. Like it just looked so fun, so fun. I like this was a good movie. I
It's
I
been a
could
long
definitely
time.
I could definitely keep this in like the bank of like movies I could put on in the background and just be cool with that.
So it held
I
up.
it did. I give it a popcorn and one.
Okay, nice. Popcorn and one for Honey I Shrunk the Kids. I I visited something that I was hesitant to watch the first time, and you reviewed the first season long ago, and it was when we were fleshing out what this podcast was going to be, and really we are the new TV guide. I'm not joking about that. Like we between the three of us, we watch so much content. Josh and his anime and artistic ventures that he brings up, his YouTube films that he brings up. You consistently bringing your nieces, nephews, and now about to be a dad in the next couple months, like with the animation, me being attention deficit disorder ridden and having to watch every single thing that exists just to pass the time so my eyes don't twitch. uh so you watch this, and I wasn't sure if it was something that I wanted to do with the show, but it fits because, like I said, we are like a TV guide. We tell you guys everything to watch, where you can watch it, when it's something you should watch, when it's something you shouldn't watch. We need to get better about telling you where to watch it. I think we come up short there. We need to make sure we're telling you exactly where we watch these things. But Netflix did Quarterback season 2. They brought back Kirk Cousins, they did Jared Goff, and they did Joe Burrow. And I will tell you this: if you watch this, you're going to fall in love with Jared Goff. You're, you're just gonna fall for him. You're gonna be like, I like him, and I regret any mean thing I said about him. He just seems to be a really nice guy. Like Kirk Cousins is a nerd. He's a dork. But
Chode.
what's that?
He's a chode.
He's just his he's a nice guy, and that's all I can say. But he's just
Cornball.
there's nothing about Kirk Cousins besides his work ethic. Like I admire his work ethic and how hard he drives himself to be great. Outside of that I admire about Kirk Cousins.
Hmm.
Now, as it pertains to Joe Burrow, that dude, he's like football autistic. Like, I swear, like, when you watch him talk, when you watch him communicate, even his interactions with his family when he's at dinner with Jamar Chase, I'm like, this dude is like, and not, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, so don't take this and run with it. I'm just like, I'm saying this on like the high end Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman genius side of things. Like, he just, I'm watching him like, it's like this dude's whole life is just competition. He is just like, he knows the ins and outs. He knows where they're going to be. He knows how it feels, and he's very good at speaking. So I liked him a lot. What he recognizes the gravity of situations, and he puts proper emphasis on situations, which I admire. He doesn't go too high, too low. He stays very even keel. So his nickname, Joe Cool, it fits. But Jared Goff is going to come out the winner of quarterback season 2. I know he will. Him and Dan Campbell, his him and his wife are just so cute. Like, the two of them are just so cute together that you're just kind of like, I just like him. I just like Jared Goff. Am I a Lions fan? What is happening? Anyway, it's very football-y. I was feeling like I needed some sports in my life. It's a low sports time. For those of you that are wondering what's going on with the Sad Fan, we are taking our break. We're about to go into season 4, okay? And it's produced by me. A lot of it's written by me. The content is edited by me. It's hard. It's a hard job. So we take our break every year before everybody goes into preseason. This was a good watch right before everybody goes into preseason for me to catch up on things and see what happened last year, get a little recap before we bring you the Sad Van. But we're going to give quarterbacks a popcorn and one because we've seen it before. But if you're looking for a little refresher, you're looking for a little fix, a little something to put into your veins before football season, this was not terrible.
Yeah, quarterbacks season 1 missed me.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to watch like the first episode or so, and I was just I didn't care for Patrick Mahomes. You know, it's like coming off of beating the 49ers in the Super Bowl. It's like I don't want to watch this crap. But receiver was definitely I really like receiver
because there was two 49ers on it. You
Yeah,
biased.
but receivers tend to have just that like that personality. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That like camera diva, all that drama stuff going on. So, and then I can't wait for the basketball version. I forget what they call that one, but this season 2 that's coming out.
You
Yeah,
fell
the
in love with
season
Anthony
2.
Edwards.
Oh yeah, he's a killer, man. He's just a killer. But this next season is going to be incredible because we get Tyrese Halliburton featured.
Oh, nice,
So
nice.
that's going to be really good.
Feel bad for him.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, off the sports stuff. Are you or me next?
You're up. Go ahead.
Me, okay. So the last kid animated movie I watched was Dog Man. Okay, I'm a fan of Dave Pilkey, who is the author of the Captain Underpants series and the Dog Man series, and a lot of these similar. You know, he makes kind of like graphic novels, kind of for American children.
He's like Captain Underpants and all that, right?
Yeah. Captain Underpants. So I like the animation. I like the style of animation that they've kind of pulled his illustrations off the page of his books, really. You know, he created a style of art and of now animation.
It's appealing to an audience. It does have an audience.
Yeah. The dialogue is so stupid though. It's like clearly old people trying to be hip to like new slang. I think I don't know if it's like self-aware or what, but it's not translating maybe as they thought it does or think it does. But my niece and nephew, they ate it up. They ate this movie up, but it was bad. It was really hard to watch.
You're like borderline. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, you're about to say it was borderline unwatchable.
Yeah. Me and my wife, when we're like watching a movie, either like together or, you know, with the kids, we'll we'll be like, okay, hey, no cell phones. It's family time. Let's just watch the movie, blah, blah. This was one where like we let each other off the hook. Like distract yourself. Like look at your phone if you want to. Like, I don't care. Like, I get it. I get it. Yeah. It's so like they're just adding different elements. Like there's a kid and they're just adding way too much stuff for a movie that is not supposed to be this complex. Like they don't flesh anything out. It's just ridiculous. Lil
like
Rel.
There's too many things going on.
Yeah. Our voices are Lil Rel, Lunel, Pete Davidson, Ricky Gervais, and Isla Fisher. So pretty good voice cast. And I don't really have any complaints about their performances. Pete Davidson wasn't the best, but just the writing is so bad.
It's Pete Davidson's career.
Yeah.
He's not the best, but he's what we got.
He's a guy. He's, you know. This was a popcorn movie. Don't watch it. I don't think it's healthy for your children to watch this, honestly.
You said they
Um,
liked it. You said they liked
they
it.
did. They like it, yes. But kids also, like candy for dinner and cake. Sometimes you just got to not give them, what they want.
We're gonna watch this documentary on the Mayans and their calendar making.
Yeah,
We're really
exactly.
gonna watch Dog Man.
Yeah.
I watched Untamed. And Jordan, do you ever throw on a show because it's like, yeah, it's new. I want to get to it really quick before it gets spoiled, and an actor pops on the screen. You're like, hey, how about that? I missed that person.
Hey, yeah.
So for me, it was Eric Bana in
hmm
Untamed. All right. So with Untamed, Eric Bana caught me off guard, and I was like, you know what? It is nice to see Eric Bana. Like it caught me off guard because I was looking at him, and you have that time when you're like staring at somebody, you're like, who is that? Like I know who that person is. Like I
Yeah.
can't put my
You
finger on
do
it.
the Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, it is Eric Bana. It's Eric Bana, and he's a fox. He's old, silver fox, got a nice beard, great head of hair. I'm like, he is still got it. That
Yeah.
man can still like show up on the cover of People magazine as one of the sexiest men on the planet.
He's
But
got
in
super
this,
guy face.
he does have a super guy face. In this, he is with Sam Neill, and his American accent has gotten better since Jurassic Park, but he does slip up a couple of times. And you're like, "There's the Sam Neill I know. There it is. Trouble with that word, right, Sam?" This is the story of a federal agent that's attached to national parks. It is a little political if you look for it. Okay, they hide the nuggets. There's some stuff about the missing Native American children that goes through here, so they politicize that a little bit. It's not heavy handed though. It was very gentle with how it did it, and it's big on how important the national parks are to society, and it does it in maybe a negative way of how the national park is used because it's a story of kidnapping, it's a story of drug running, it's a story of how orphans can get involved with drug running groups, or how gypsies or transients may end up working with drug dealers just for money because one, it's all under the table, it's just moving product from one end of the world to the other, which is what they do. So it digs into that quite a bit, but it also digs into the psychological torture that can come with losing a loved one, right? And we get a lot of that in this, and we get that from multiple perspectives. And we get that not just from, when I say multiple perspectives, like mother, father, we get that from the perspective of the people that know these people or that knew this child and what happened. And it is interesting. Like it digs deep into the wildlife, Department of Wildlife, and what federal agents work there and how they cull like diseases with animals. Like, did you know
Yeah.
a federal agent handles like culling diseases with animals?
Yeah, you mean like the chickens and with the bird flu and how that
Deer, like no,
Yeah.
it's like weird. It's like deer. Like oh, we have like a rabid deer, so if he mates or something, then that's gonna spread it. So they have to put down that deer, and how do they research it and stuff? It was
Yeah.
interesting. I was like, wow, that's
Huh.
that's kind of cool. I also didn't know that it's normal. There's a federal agent attached to every national park. It's not just park rangers. So
Well,
they
there
talk about
used to
that.
be.
Was that yeah?
There
When there
used
was
to
a
be.
budget for it. Now all we know
There
is what
used to be
cats tell
national
them.
parks.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
But cast was fine. The cast was fun. They introduced a actor, to me at least, Lily Santiago, and she is a park ranger that was a former beat cop, and it digs into her story a little bit. Like it did a really good job of having well-developed characters with their own stories that were all involved in the main story that kept you interested. It's not by any means like a great show, but the scenery is phenomenal. It's Yosemite. It takes place in Yosemite, and it is beautiful. Like just gorgeous, and I dug that. I love the outdoors. I love nature, and it made me miss like just walking through the woods. It was beautiful like that. Story's just enough to keep you in, just enough to keep you in. There's some twists, but you figure it out quick if you're savvy. If you watch a lot, you're like, I knew it. I
Yeah.
knew that was the thing. Outside of that, like it's fun. There's gunfights, right? Not a ton, but it's enough. There's who done it. There's a lot of mystery, intrigue. I'm gonna give this one a popcorn and one, but a good popcorn and one.
Okay.
Six episodes, I believe. Boom, boom, boom. You're in, you're out. You're on with life, and you get a nice little bow tied up. Full
Okay.
story.
That was on my list, so yeah.
You're up.
Cool. I watched a British horror comedy called Getaway. Okay. Deliberately a comedy. Okay.
About our nation's president.
Yeah. It's starring Nick Frost of the Shaun of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Simon Pegg, Nick Frost pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's the more heavy-set guy. If you don't know, if you're not savvy to those characters,
He's
I
not
love
Simon
him.
Pegg.
No, no, he's not Simon Pegg. I love Nick Frost, man. He's hilarious. He plays weird bit parts in movies where he's not like you know a central character or like a if you didn't know what bit part means. He's so okay. So this movie takes place a family holidays on a Swedish island with an openly dark past to participate in a festival honoring that past where the people that live in that island don't want them there. Right? Some guy that lives on the island who's kind of estranged from the rest of the people that live there,
Mm-hmm.
he opens up his home as an Airbnb and allows these tourists to come and the rest of the island are like, "What are you doing? We're kind of we're isolated for a reason. We don't want these people here."
Mm-hmm.
And part of their whole history is a bad relationship with the British
Okay.
specifically. The British came
Okay.
to their island and did some horrible things to there, so they're especially like they don't want them there.
Yeah.
Um,
We're alone because we want to be alone.
yeah, and especially like from this group of people, like it kind of lends itself. Like they build that funniness already kind of in there, that setup that they can always go to that well of kind of jokes, like
Mm-hmm.
colonizers and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Um, it's it's obvious adults playing teenagers
Uh-huh.
in they have two kids and they're obviously adults and is that on purpose, is that not, you'll find out if you watch this movie. The low-key kind of banter in the background of stuff is funny, is really really funny, just
Like
the
the
subtle.
ambient the ambient conversations.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Or just like the little jabs, like in the side comments, like they'll say something and the name calling and kind of stuff that's going on in the background is hilarious. Okay, there's a lot of weird staring in this movie. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of weird staring. There's an outrageous twist. That is just too much. It's really too much. They don't. It just derails so hard for like the
Okay.
last 20 maybe 30 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's gory. It gets really gory at the end there. I like this movie. It's a popcorn. If you're into a campy kind of really cheesy horror comedy genre,
Mm-hmm.
there's a niche for it. You'll like this movie. I thought it was a fun movie. I would show this to a select few people that I know are into this type of thing, and I know they'll like it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a popcorn though.
A popcorn though. No, there's the British sense of humor is like it's very slapstick. Like it's
Yeah,
very like slapstick, and I'm sure they draw a lot of those conversations from real life experience, like sitting in a pub and the staring. If you find staring awkward, if you and Liz ever make it out here to Germany,
yeah.
they are starers.
People stare.
They stare like just right at you, and they
So
don't break
yes,
eye contact. It's just kind of like because sometimes you used to do that thing, especially in America, where you stare back to try to make them like look away. Not
yeah.
here. You just stare right into your soul.
The movie's called Getaway. It came out last year, and you can find it on just like rent to stream probably at this point. Yeah,
Yeah, and Untamed is the new Netflix series, just so everyone
Netflix.
knows.
Yeah,
Next thing, Netflix documentary Trainwreck, Balloon Boy. Do you remember the Balloon Boy saga?
I do. I do.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
remembered it and I was like, you know what? It's a short documentary. It's like 49 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. I was cooking breakfast. I was like, let's see what this is. Yeah, the dad is still kind of a douche, man. I take it how you want it. They do try to give you both sides, like a good documentary should. Okay? They give
yeah.
you both sides and they say, believe what you want. The dad is such a douchebag that I'm just like, I think he's lying. I think, and he wants to play the victim, and I think this dude would do anything to get famous. That's what I think. And the kids are behind it, and now they're all grown up, and they're all. It seems like they're all kind of smart. They have sailors' mouths like all the kids do. The dad does. I feel bad for the wife, but I'm not sure if she like maybe she wants this life. It's if you want to, it's everything you already know. That's what I'll say. Nothing is going to catch you off guard except for their lawyer. That is the only piece I didn't know. He goes into it a little bit, and it's not a whose side are you on, because I'm definitely not on the side of Johnny Law in every situation. Like, I don't think that like you should threaten to deport somebody and they try to say, oh, we never said that. But I've been around enough cops to think you probably said that. You probably threatened them with something like that. Okay? Because the wife is from Japan. She was not a citizen yet. And yeah, so they talk about that a little bit. If you know this story, that would be the only thing that would really be different for you. Everything else is just rehashed stuff that we all know happened. We watched it live on the news. Like most of us
Yeah.
are like, "What is happening right now? Is there a kid in a flying saucer? Is he dead?" It was almost like what was the submersible that just
Yeah.
happened, right? We all
Yeah.
watched that as a nation,
I think
and we all
Trainwreck
watched.
made a documentary on that too.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
I lived it. It was like what 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's fresh.
Stop doing that, by the way. Stop releasing Netflix documentaries, Hulu documentaries with something that happened a year ago. Like,
Yeah.
give us time to want to relive it. All right. This is a popcorn documentary.
Yeah.
I don't know. They end it with him saying, I've got big things coming. Can you talk about it? No, but it's going to be great. I think you just want attention, dude. They live in a compound now in Florida.
Of course they do. Yeah. Now, you know what I'm
So,
looking forward to in the Trainwreck series is Trainwreck's Poop Cruise.
are you going to watch that?
No. No. That was sarcasm.
This is the only one I've avoided is that one. Like so the American Apparel one, that one was good. The American Apparel train wreck was really good. Like that was a really good
What was the
documentary.
original one? I remember liking it and being like, oh, yeah, that was good.
Can't remember.
Trainwreck, yeah, they made a really good one. It's kind of how they, I guess, got their bones. But yeah.
Let's talk Ironheart. Let's
Yeah.
not continue to give it. These guys got a great contract with Netflix. They're gonna keep making documentaries and they're gonna keep like rolling in the dough. They're good.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah.
Ironheart because Disney has come out and
Ironheart.
said that they're done with TV shows.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. I am Ironheart. So this was the make it female, make it no, it was not. Ironheart is a character, a
Young
long
Avengers.
time yes, the long time Iron Man. The layman, the Marvel layman might think that that is what Marvel and Disney were doing here, you know, they're just trying to reinvent Iron Man and do some inclusivity type stuff. No. Okay. Iron Man put some respect on Ironheart. Ironheart. Put some respect on Ironheart's name. I did not care for the main actress in this series. She has one face that she goes to for like emotional moments and
So
stuff.
she's
Like,
the new Kirsten Stewart face. She
oh man, her face. There's an emotional flashback scene like towards the end of the show where she's having this like epiphany moment. You know, this closure kind of inner closure moment, and her face is just. It's like she's almost trying to do like a Robert De Niro face. It's yeah, it was weird. Like I kept like, why is she making that face? There's a good supporting cast in this. We got dude from Hamilton that plays the Hood.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I had his name ready to go, and when you said "dude
Yeah,
from Hamilton," it literally Anthony
Anthony Ramos.
Ramos. Yeah, Anthony Ramos.
Anthony
I had it
Ramos.
ready to go, and then you threw me with the dude from Hamilton because I
Yeah.
went immediately to Lin Manuel Miranda.
No, no, no.
I was like, he wasn't in this.
Anthony Ramos. Sasha Baron Cohen plays
Yeah.
Mephisto. We are introduced to Mephisto.
After 20 years of waiting for Mephisto to appear, he appeared in Ironheart.
This is a weird name. It's a name that does not translate to today in today's culture. Like Mephisto, come on,
He's a
that's
big
weird.
bad. He's a
Yeah.
big bad.
We also get. I didn't know this. I kind of learned this against my will, but hey, I'm cool with that. Shea Coulee plays Slug, who is from a winner, I believe, a winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. So
Okay.
hey, Yeah,
You get
you're
Eric
good.
Andre too.
Yes, we do get Eric Andre. That is right. Yeah. So I love the writing was pretty good. It was good.
Hmm.
I love the references to different things. Like in particular, there's she's talking to the boy or that she's interested in, or whatever, and she tells him, "Go home, Roger." Like that brought back good memories from Sister Sister. That's a Sister Sister reference. Um, this was
Good
it was
catch. I didn't catch that. That's a good catch
yeah,
by you. I didn't catch it.
yeah. It's good. There's a lot of those little kind of reference Easter eggs in there that I'm like, oh yeah, that's good.
Hmm. A
Um,
lot of posters. There's a lot of Easter eggs on the posters. If you look at her room or any of the characters'
yeah,
rooms, if you actually like pause it and you look around, there's lots of Easter eggs there.
yeah. I liked the kind of blending of magic and everything that they brought into this. Maybe it was just a hair too much with
Is the little
not enough
girl the
explained.
one from Blackish? The
I don't
the
know.
the little magician?
I don't know.
She
Maybe.
looks like the little girl from Blackish. Like
Yeah.
literally, I was looking at her. I was like, "Is she the little girl that played the daughter in Blackish?"
Yeah. I liked her character particularly. She
Hmm.
was really good. But yeah, I just feel like they were starting to introduce too many elements and didn't let any of them really, didn't explain any of them really
Breathe.
enough. Or yeah, exactly. Didn't let them breathe. Um, but hey, it's Marvel. I'm gonna eat it up every single time. I'm not gonna complain too much about it.
Hmm.
I give it a popcorn and one. It was fine. It was fine.
So for me, I'll go with you. I'll take this train. It's on Disney Plus. If you want to know where you can watch
Yeah.
this, I can get behind the popcorn and one. I will say, okay, there's a fatigue element here with a lot of social themes. Okay, and at a certain point, you drive away the audience that supports you. And it's because you're trying so hard to push a narrative that it becomes hard to just sink ourselves into the show because we're following your narrative and then we're following your show. And it's like, okay, what is a narrative and what is show? Like what are you saying for emphasis to put a point on? And they have moments where they do really good jobs of driving home social narratives that are important, and they have moments where it's just like, here's a social narrative, like right in your
Yeah.
face, and it's just like, okay, like you don't need to do it like that. Uh, I was fine with the show. I thought the show was good. To be fair, I
Hmm.
was entertained. I thought there was too much exposition in a lot of places, so a little bit alternate criticism to you.
Hmm.
But I do think that the characters weren't fleshed out a lot, and get
Yeah.
behind that. I think it was probably rushed. I think that they didn't want to blow any more money on this show because I'm sure it was expensive putting together those Iron Man costumes because they were good. They were kind of cool. I didn't like her final costume. I know it was supposed to symbolize her stepfather's car or her father's car, but it was not. I wanted it to be the original, but I think they're trying to separate her because the original Ironheart costume is exactly like Iron Man's costume, but with wings. This one was a little different. She's, if you watch through the end of Black Panther Part 2, she was already introduced to us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the end credit scenes. So I let me give my full and thought out review. Not the best, but a solid entry into the Young Avengers phase of Marvel that's coming soon. As Marvel has vowed to start pulling away from the TV shows, this one stands out as polarizing. I think that word should really key in. Like, you're going to hate it or you're going to love it. Like, Jordan went right down the middle, which I think you're going to hate it or you're going to love it. I kind of went right down the middle as well. Like I said, I'm gonna stand with Jordan on the popcorn and one with decent CGI up until the final episode, where I thought the CGI just got really bad in the final episode, and a solid storyline that puts together the origin of a new character entering the Marvel universe. I I don't know how this is gonna go, man. Right now, Fantastic Four. Damn, I didn't mean to do that. Fantastic Four is coming out soon, and it looks good. It looks good. I'm looking at it. It looks like just cheeseball enough to be good. All right. And Fantastic Four is hard, just like Superman is hard. And Superman was good. So we'll see what happens as we're about to really hit heavy. Thunderbolts was good. I think we all like
Yes.
Thunderbolts.
I like
Uh,
Thunderbolts.
this 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 didn't scratch the itch following Thunderbolts. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here we
No.
go.
No.
We're both popcorn and one. If you want to follow up on, I did enjoy the show. Let me be very clear about that. I did enjoy the show. It was not a bad show,
Yeah.
but we're ready
And
to
now
announce this week's Butter on Top, and I
I
think
was
the
gonna say,
audience already knows what it is.
I was going to shout out an outstanding performance from Lionheart was Natalie Wash, the actress who played Natalie, Lyric
The
Ross.
AI.
She killed it. Yeah, she was fantastic.
Her Jarvis.
Yeah, exactly. Very good.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, she was good. She was funny. It was, and she actually provided a lot of the moral conflict, which is, well, it's actually, never mind. That's pretty deep. The AI providing a majority of the moral conflict is that's interesting. But we're ready for our Butter on Top, Jordan. Our Butter on Top is going to be Fantastic Four, and it's going to be the biggest movie of the summer. I think it might beat
think
out
so?
Superman, but we'll see. What do you think?
Superman just crossed what 460 million, I think, something like that. Will it box office wise pass that? Probably, but will it be better than that? I don't think so. I think Superman was just entertainment factor. Yeah, I think it's going to edge it as far as our reviews go.
Okay, Superman will be
My
the better
early
film.
prediction. Yeah.
All right, so Josh gave us, he wishes he could be here with us. We were absent Josh today. I don't know if you noticed. He gave us his drunk classic. Do you remember what that's going to be, Jordan?
He is bringing us back to the Kevin James verse. We are watching Mallrats.
Mallrats is what it's going to be for our drunk classic. I haven't seen that since I was a teenager.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, welcome. And audience, if you've never seen it, please join us this week in watching Mallrats. I know we're going to see you at the theater for Fantastic Four. I mean, who are we kidding? It's a Marvel movie, big explosions, Galactus makes an appearance. We're going to see
Silver
you there.
Surfer. Yeah.
So as always, thank you for joining us. We will see you at the movies. You get the popcorn, we got the beer.